was the only cherished child of King Jabba and Queen Zara. I was to rule as queen, and I trained all my life to be one. Reading many history books and learning all the custom and traditions of my kingdom, I wasn't going to let anyone take it away from me. It was rightfully mine as the only legitimate royal blood. In my kingdom, the heirs were always handed down a symbol of recognition. In this case, I was given a red seal by my father before he died. Leia, my half-sister, somehow got her hands on the red seal handed to me by my father and presented it to the chiefs. They all believed her orchestrated lies about how my father handed her the red seal as she was more capable than I was. Leia's mother was never a queen. My father had a clandestine relationship with her mother and had her first, but they were never married. My mother was the only recognized wife of King Jabba. I had to find a way to prove the seal was mine, as I wouldn't let someone else take away my birthright. I went to my grandmother to seek for help, and she told me I could prove the throne was mine with the help of a great seer. Only him could help me prove the throne was mine. The seer was the greatest that had ever been, but he lived in the heart of the forest. I set out on my journey to find this great seer. Spent some days in the woods. I didn't mind how long it would take, I just wanted my crown. After spending some days in the woods, I finally found the seer's house. Thankfully, I found him sitting outside his house. We exchanged pleasantries and I explained my story to him. He then asked why I was obsessed with what wasn't mine. The throne was not mine to fight for, but my older twins. He told me to meet my grandmother for the details. I was shattered by the seer's words on my way back. I had never heard of having a twin. Nobody had ever talked about it. I asked my grandmother and she explained, we were 2 years old at that time, when my twin got missing while playing outside and wandered into a bush when our mother came to visit her. The king and queen had been looking for her secretly ever since. I knew I had to find my sister. I returned to the palace. Few days later, I was passing by the palace kitchen when I heard two maids gossiping about how I danced beautifully at the masquerade festival hosted by the neighboring kingdom, which I had totally forgotten about. They said it was the highlight of the festival and made jest on how I changed my hairstyle, thinking they wouldn't figure it out. I knew it wasn't me, as I was away in the forest at that time. I rushed quickly to the neighboring kingdom to see their king. He welcomed me warmly, saying he enjoyed my performance. I asked him to summon all the dancers at the festival as I was looking for my twin. I explained everything to him. He summoned all the dancers from his kingdom, but I couldn't find one who had the same features as me or looked familiar. The king mentioned other kingdoms who had also attended the festival. I checked various kingdoms summoning dancers who attended the festival. I was about giving up when I caught a glimpse of a lady walking in one of the distant kingdoms. I was shocked seeing myself in another person. I walked towards her. We were both amazed while staring at each other. Finally, I had found my sister, the true queen of Mizani Kingdom. I explained everything to her. Nia, lost in the woods, was found by an old woman who came to gather firewood. She checked around and couldn't find anyone, so she took Nia home. Nia became the child she never had. I took my sister back home to claim her birthright as the queen. I had gathered the chiefs and everyone in the village to behold their rightful queen. Everyone was bewildered as they saw two of me. One of the chiefs noticed the necklace on Nia's neck and immediately fell on his knees, saying, "Your Highness." He explained that my father told the chiefs he had lost a child with the necklace, which was the ancestral symbol passed on to heirs. He then proposed the red seal to identify the heirs to the throne. Leia was devastated and furious. Of course she couldn't leave without giving us some drama about how she'll get her throne back, but there was nothing she could do. The true queen was recognized and the crown was hers. I taught my sister everything she needed to know about the customs and traditions of Mizani. Nia was a true fine queen we all needed and one we were proud to have.